Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Ryan from Mama's Got a Budget, and thank you so much for joining me. So in today's video, I want to hop on here really quick and give you a recap of the first half of May. I want to tell you what happened with my budget, what categories were over, what categories were under, all my low tea, and we're also going to go over my debt balances as well. So if you're interested in hearing about any of that, then just stay tuned. So the first thing that happened, we're going to start, I'm kind of like thinking about it in terms of like the way I do my budget, top to bottom, spreadsheet, planner style. So if I'm thinking about income, let's start at the top. My income was actually under budget. So I actually budgeted too much, and I'll tell you why. So when I went ahead and I added my April rollover and then I did my April online income, I counted that twice. I had the rollover section for the $128.99. My income line, I also put $16.99. But that $16.99 included the $128.99 from above. So I double counted that. So that kind of threw me off. But no worries, because we're going to be able to true that up with our second paycheck of the month. So keep that in mind as you're watching the paycheck number 2 budget, that we are going to be budgeting for that $128.99 deficit because we overstated our income. The second thing with my income was I did another rookie error, but we all make mistakes, right? So I counted headspace twice. So we're actually over in our income by $71.51. So if you remember, I had the apps and memberships column, and then I added the special expenses column. When I was going in and filling in the special expenses column after I was done filming, I was like, okay, no. Like, it's right there, like right across from each other. I was like, what are you doing? So we had $71.51 to give. So we were at $128.99 deficit, but we had $71.51 to give. So that netted together is $57.48 that we are under in net income for the entire month. But again, we're going to be able to true that up with our second paycheck. Let's move down to our expenses, and I have a couple categories where we had some little one-off things happen, so I'm going to go through those. First, for groceries, we were over budget by $18.05. So since I'm a zero-based cash budgeter, what I have in my checking account is specifically for bills that are coming due for the remainder of that month, and then for the next half of the following month. So everything in my checking account that I have for cash is already accounted for. So when that happens, then that's the only time that I use my credit card. So groceries was over budget by $18.05. I did go to Walmart and I need to pick up a few things, so I swiped my Quicksilver card for that. Dining out was another category. I just feel like I was just all about food for some reason. Like, I was really hungry this first half of May. Dining out was over budget by, guys, $73.40. I've gone to Portillo's. I went to Wendy's. I went to Burger King. And then I went somewhere else. I think I went to Portillo's twice, actually. So that kind of added up, and it caused an overage in dining out of $73.40. Now, for me time, that's another category where we had some activity. I went online to Amazon, and I've been like real into like neon polishes lately. I went to Walmart, didn't see any. Went to Target, didn't see any that I really liked. I went online to Amazon. Bingo, I found what I needed. So I spent $35.17 on Amazon on a couple of some new nails, like the new stiletto, well, these newer stiletto shaped nails, and then also a set of 6 neon nail polishes. So that came out to $35.17. So in my me time envelope, I actually took out $36 and went and deposited it into my Chase account. I didn't deposit the exact amount of $35.17. I rounded up to 36 so that then we can use the change and wouldn't have to worry about, you know, splitting atoms there. So with my next paycheck, for paycheck number 2 for May, I will be making that payment, and you will see that in the next video. Birthdays. So in May is my boyfriend's birthday. You guys heard me talking about that. So I actually bought him an outfit from Express, which was about $97.50, I think. I think the cashier was flirting with me, now that I think about it, because I look at my receipt over here and there was a $40 coupon just randomly, and it just said ring coupon. I didn't give them any coupon, but he saw me buying men's clothes. So, like, why were you? I don't even know. I'm not complaining, but I got $40 off. So it came out to $97.50. And then I went ahead and went to Target and bought him a birthday card as well, so I can put a little sweet note inside, you know. So that came out to $103. So I took that from the birthday money. I will be doing a sinking fund check-in. A lot of you guys have been asking about that. So I went through and I made a special spreadsheet just for the sinking fund, so you guys will be able to see. And that will be probably at the end of the month, where I don't have a lot of sinking fund activity at all, so I don't feel like it's necessary to like update you guys on weekly, bi-weekly basis. I'll just do that monthly. So at the end of the month, I'll show you my sinking fund balances. But 103 is what I use from birthdays. And then from another cash envelope, actually, I don't know why I had this under sinking funds, but clothing. I used $102 for Elijah's new shoes that he needed. So I went to Shoe Carnival, and they were having the buy one, get one half off thing that they do probably monthly at this point, or all the time. That banner looked a little worn, so they do that all the time. So buy one, get one half off. He got a pair of Nikes and then a pair of Pumas. Because he goes through shoes. His feet are so big. I think he's wearing a size 4 right now. Is that normal for a 7-year-old to wear a size 4? Like, boys, men's size 4. It's crazy. So that came out to $102. I took that out of the clothing envelope. So rewinding back to the credit cards, actually, I made a purchase in error when I was checking out on Amazon with my Quicksilver card, because it was already selected by default and I wasn't paying attention at all. So $13.88, there's a charge on my Quicksilver for that, which was an MGB expense. It was for the cellophane bags, like the plastic bags that you guys' orders come in. I ordered 200 of those. It came out to $13.88. So that is on my Quicksilver charges for the month. So at the end of the month, I'm sorry, in June, when I'm doing May's online income, I'm going to take that $13.88 and move it down to Quicksilver, so that it'll come out of my shop expenses, so that we will even out. So yeah, guys, we're in the home stretch. That was all of my activity from my income and expense columns. So now let's jump into this mini mid-month debt check-in for you. Now, if you guys remember from all of my previous debt check-ins, I have 6 debts. I have American Express, Capital One Platinum, Capital One Quicksilver, dental, car, and student loans. Those are my 6 debts that I have that I always like to check in with you guys on. I have not opened any new accounts this month, so we are still working with those 6. So let's hop into it. For American Express, our starting balance was $0, but we did make that purchase from Amazon for $35.17. I took $36 from my cash envelopes, deposit that into my Chase account. I'm sorry, did I say 37? I meant 36. I took $36 from my cash envelopes, deposit that in my Chase account. So with our next paycheck, we'll be able to make that payment. So technically, we're at a $35.17 balance for American Express, which is 0.05% of our total debt. Capital One Platinum, if you guys remember, the starting balance was $224.90. And then with my April online income, I was able to make the entire $224.90 payment. So we're down to 0. Now, I do want to note, with this card, every month there is a fixed $3 kind of maintenance service fee that's been on there for forever. Maybe I should call and see if I can get that taken off. What do you guys think? I'm not sure. So I just accounted for that already. So my real balance was $221.90, but I just added in that $3 to make it $224 and just wiped it out. So we're at a $0 balance, which is 0% of our debt. Debt number 3 is Capital One Quicksilver. Our starting balance was $3,556.71. I did go ahead and make those 2 payments. The first one was the $1,474.71 from my April online income. The second payment was my $500 from my overage from my tax refund, remember, that I got with my last paycheck. So all in all, that was $1,974.71. We started out with that being 4.42% of our debt. By making that payment, we are down, but we did have those charges. So the charges actually totaled $105.33, and our interest was $80.66, which hit at the beginning of the month. And we never know what that's going to be, right? So that's on the whole entire amount. So now our balance is $1,767.99. So we are still down to 2.28% of our total debt, but we still want to get that balance a little bit lower. Let's try not to use it on food, and let's get that down, because this interest, that's a lot of interest. That almost equals the charges that, you know, I put on there. So let's get that taken care of. Now my dental bill. Remember, at the beginning of the month, we were able to knock it down. We are officially in the 2000s. Our balance is $2,942.45. But we made that $300 payment. So now we were at 3.66% of our total debt, making that $300 payment to bring it down to $2642.45. We are at 3.41% of our total debt. So we're making baby steps here with our dental bill. I hope with the next pay period to be able to make a larger payment, so we will be at $2,500. So fingers crossed. CarMax. Now these last two debts, CarMax and Navient, which is the student loans, the interest is compounded daily on here, so I don't know what it's going to be. But at the time of making this spreadsheet I think on the 5th of May, this is what my balance was. So CarMax, we started off at $17,022.17, which was 21.15% of our total debt. That is a big chunk. And we made a payment, a full car payment of $516.18. So that brought our theoretical balance, we'll say, our estimated balance is $16,505.99. So we made that payment, and now we're at 21.1% of our total debt. So there was really no change there. Navient, our starting balance was $56,729.23. That's why I like to do this one last, so I can just, you know, peace out like nothing happened. Which is 70.5% of my total debt. I made a payment of $215.04, which, hey, usually my payments are about $71 a month, so felt like I was doing something. So I put a little bit extra toward this. With interest, by the time all that hits, I don't know what that's going to be about, but theoretically right now we're at $56,514.19, which is actually 72.9% of our total debt. So those are my 6 debts. Our starting balance for the total was $80,472.46. With these payments that I made currently in the middle of May, we are at $77,465.79. So we are officially out of the 80s, and I think I can safely say that, fingers crossed, that some crazy amount of interest doesn't hit for the car and the student loan, and then it skyrockets again. So fingers crossed we are out of the 80s and we are making strides toward becoming debt free. So that is it for my mini mid-month check-in for the month. We went over the changes in our categories. So my income was a little bit overstated there. I had some duplicates that I counted, you know, looking at the spreadsheet, that I counted twice. We went over in dining out and groceries, girl. We bought our boyfriend an outfit, bought Elijah some shoes. We made debt payments, and I accidentally made a payment on my personal credit card that should have been on my business credit card. So we got a lot of moving parts here, but don't be discouraged if you guys make mistakes. Just know that there's always the next pay period to true it up. Keep up with everything, because there's no way that I would have remembered all this if I didn't write it down, if I wasn't budgeting, if I wasn't living in my planner on a daily basis. So thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know how you're doing as we approach the middle of May. It's kind of crazy that we're almost halfway through the year, but Gemini season is upon us. Like, what are we doing? What are our plans? Where are we going? Gemini squad, let's go. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys, thanks for watching.